Well, that was unfortunate. My power went out. I don't know what caused that. I'm gonna check my local radar real quick. Yeah. Give me 1 second. I'm gonna make another tweet. Views over the evacuation area. Will be. No, it's not. It's like, I think the last update was that it was 5% contained. Sorry about that. I don't know how many people are back in here. I'm making another tweet, letting people know that my stream went down because of a power outage. No problem, Nikki. Alright, CA fire, Hemet Fairview fire. Wildfire. It's another one. I need to get my new stream link, which is here. Don't worry, guys. We're going to hop right back into it momentarily. Almost done. Just need to get the word out. There we go. Power went out. New stream. Good enough. Okay. We are back. Hopefully my power does not go out again. It was very weird. Anyways. Okay, we're back in it. So, let's get back reorganized in my head here. Okay, so let's go ahead and get the latest information right here. Okay. Sometimes it takes a little while for it to load here. There we go. All right, so here's the latest time lapse. It does appear with smoke. It's moving this way. Oh boy. Here's the fire. Wait, why isn't that drawing? Uh-oh. I need my pen. There we go. Okay. So that's the latest over Valle Vista. So let's go back over to here. All right. So again, if you live anywhere All right, Leo. Thank you. If you live in this red area right here is the fire evacuation order right here. All right, all of these areas right here are fire evacuation orders. So if you live anywhere north of Sage, all the way up to just south of East Hemet. Yes. So right here, this is K. Here are the very, very outer bands. K is going to move up like this. And right about, I think it's like right about here is when it becomes a tropical storm. And this is why I'm concerned about this storm. I mean, it's going to bring like pretty high, lower, and mid-level winds. And this fire is semi-elevated. You're going to have like 30 to 40 mile per hour winds here. It's all timing. You know, one, do the winds go first or the rain go first? You know, whichever one arrives first is going to be pretty either detrimental or very helpful to the situation. You know, if the rain arrives first, there's going to be some fire relief from those rains. But if the winds arrive first, then you're going to have the fire go through some pretty extreme fire behavior. And those winds are going to be pointed directly towards some pretty populated areas, unfortunately. Seems like most people are back. I just wanted to say sorry about that. My power went out momentarily, which sucks. I don't know if it's going to happen again, so I would like to apologize for that. But here we are. We're back. All right, so get out of this. Go back here. But yeah, so for reference, here is Lake Riverside. This is the new evacuation warning area. Sage is back in here, I think. Hold on. Let me, again, I have to like always check to make sure that I'm accurate because I don't want to like give any false information here. Hello, where did the cameras go? There it is. Are you drawing? If so, we can't see it. Huh. Has that always been like that? Oh. It's probably because I'm doing... Yeah, I know why it's not showing up, but I can't change it, unfortunately. But anyways, so can you see my mouse at the very least? So this right here, let me actually, I think I can make my mouse pointer bigger. Let me do that really quick. I think that'll help. Mouse settings, mouse pointer size. Let's make the size bigger so people can see a little bit better. I know a lot of you guys are watching on iPhones or phones. Can you see my pointer better now? All right. So right at the very tip of my pointer, can I rotate this? That's fine. At the very tip of my pointer, this is Riverside Lake, Lake Riverside. And then Sage is all the way on the left part, according to here. Better, big time. Awesome. Cool. So let me go over here. It's going to take me a little bit of getting used to. Let's get recentered here. So on the very left part of this camera's view here is Sage. So Sage is somewhere back here. Unfortunately, we don't have a view of Sage. But what we do have a view of is the evacuation area. Temecula. Let me find that on the map here. Is Temecula a city? Is it a street? Somebody could help me figure out whether Temecula is a city or a street. Oh, there it is. Temecula. I found it. So here's Temecula. Why is my... Oh, okay. It only gets small in this thing right here. That is so weird. Okay, sorry. So Temecula, you're not under evacuation warning just yet, but your area, Temecula, that's gonna be what's gonna you're really in the spot where if the winds get there first tomorrow from what will be Tropical Storm K, as those winds start whipping over the mountains at 30-40 miles per hour, they're gonna be going in this direction. So if they can't get the fire contained on this perimeter by then, I would not be surprised to see the fire behavior become quite, what's the word I'm looking for? Quite extreme. I mean, that's 30 to 40 knots. Some Glen Oaks is in Temecula. Okay, gotcha. Thank you, that helps. Temecula is, yeah, okay. So this part right here, Glen Oaks Hill, are you saying this is in Temecula? Because if it is, then yes, parts of Temecula are in the evacuation warning already, but the center of Temecula, that is going to be the place tomorrow where we're going to have to watch, possibly overnight, depending on when these winds show up. It's hard to tell. Temecula Balloon and Wine is held at Lake Skinner. Okay, so this is Lake Skinner Reservoir here, which is also in the path of today's, tonight's, and tomorrow's concerning potential for extreme fire growth. It really all depends. You know, if the rain shows up first, that's going to be a big factor in helping some of these areas. I'm not sure if these areas can survive because this is already the fire is somewhere back here, and these areas are already in pretty big threat. It really just depends on, you know, the brave firefighters out there. What can they stop? I know you guys can't see that pencil, even though I keep bringing it out. But yeah, so, and in terms of Valle Vista is over in this direction, right here. And so if I go over to here, here's Valle Vista. Parts of Valle Vista are under an evacuation order. And I think this is northeast, and this is southwest. Valle Vista are under evacuation warnings, which is basically like, kind of leaving it up to you whether or not you want to leave or not. But my personal opinion is I would leave. It's better for me. I like to be better safe than sorry. And if you're talking to somebody that you know lives in an evacuation warning and they're giving you, some pushback, that's all you can really say is, if it was me, I would leave. And also, one of the things that really helps get this stream a higher part in the algorithm is liking the stream. I hate asking people that stuff because it's stupid. I hate playing to some mysterious AI bot, but we do have to follow the rules of YouTube, unfortunately. So if you like the stream, it'll really help get this information out to the people that need it. Highway 79. This is Highway 79. Parts of Highway 79 near Galloway Downs Soccer Complex are just in the evacuation warning. Let me see where all that Highway 79 goes. So yeah, parts of are in the evacuation warning right now, but judging by what we can see from the cams here, let me get this big again. Highway 79 would, let me see here, just to make sure we're looking from there, looking that way. Sage is right there, so Highway 79 would be right under us from this cam. But as of right now, the fire is still a distance away from Highway 79. Hi, Lola. I have family in rural Glen Oaks near Sage Road and Benton. They say leaving is hard because raiders are scoping people's homes who have evacuated in yellow area. Can't win. Yeah, I mean, logically thinking, it doesn't matter, right? If you take what you need and go, if you're in an evacuation warning, right? So if somebody comes and steals what's left, that's going to suck. But you've got to be safe. You know, it's most likely going to burn. If not, then you get lucky. You know, but I don't know. That kind of pisses me off. I mean, they do that same shit in tornadoes. You know, houses will get impacted and looters will come, but you know, you've got to protect your life more than the property. So I would leave. Life is more important. Let's see. So that's Glen Oaks, you said. Let me look at Glen Oaks. From here, Glen Oaks is a Glen Oaks Hill. You said near Sage Road and Benton. Let me look for Sage Road and Benton. That does suck. I had no idea that was a problem. Let's see. Glen Oaks near Sage Road. I guess I'm looking in the right... I mean, this place says Glen Oaks Hills. So I'm not sure. I would assume it would be closer to Sage. Since it's Sage Road. There's Benton. There's Sage Road. You live near Sage Road and Benton. So if you live right in this area, then you're right on that line. You know, whether or not it's an evacuation or evacuation warning, too. So I mean, there won't be a lot of. I'll tell you this: there won't be a lot of chances for somebody to come in and steal your stuff. Remember, your life is more important. I would have them evacuate. That's an affected area. Yeah. CAL FIRE has already released a statement to evacuate. Yep. Parts of Sage Road. So, parts of Sage Road, this is where it gets confusing and why it really doesn't matter, in my opinion. If you're in evacuation warning, I would just get out. Unfortunately, some people do not have the means to get out. How old? This is not a fire map. This is an evacuation map. That's a good question. We should make sure that we're refreshing it quite often. This is not a fire map. This is an evacuation map. There's a difference. This is the fire map, according to satellite imagery. But I really don't like showing this, because sometimes these pixels can be a little bit bigger than they're supposed to. And this is a satellite looking for hundreds of miles up, and they overlay that data of the hotspots that it sees. It uses infrared, kind of like those helicopters do, to do hotspot. And speaking of helicopters, we have a valuable resource now that we can use from Twitter. Of these guys, they fly over. No, they still haven't done a new one yet over that area, unfortunately. But this is the satellite. I'm gonna call it an estimate. But yes, Fierus. Yes, that's who it is. They're state funded, so all of their stuff is public, and we can show it. They give a really good view of into the smoke of what's happening, and we will make sure that we check it out if they post something. They should be posting something pretty soon here. On this fire. They always do it daily, so hopefully we'll have an update from them soon. But yeah, so here's Sage Road. This will be Sage Road. That's Benton. And the hot spots that the satellite are picking up are here. But like I said, you know, we use this data mixed with this data, the visual data. I can't tell you exactly where the fire is right now, but what I can do is stress the importance of these evacuation orders. Yeah, it's serious stuff, guys. I mean, these are fires. You know, they're not like tornadoes where there's different strengths of fires, right? It's like a fire is a fire. It destroys everything in its path. You know, everything. Very, very little does a fire go through an area and not destroy everything. So treat it like, would you stay in the path if you could get 2 hours warning, right? And of a tornado, would you, and you knew that it was going to come directly over your house, would you stay? An EF5 tornado? No, you wouldn't. You'd leave. This is worse than an EF5 tornado. It literally burns everything in the path. But the great thing is about fires, the only good thing about fires is most of the time you can give out advanced warning. And that's what they're doing here, guys. Evacuation warnings. If anybody has any questions, please feel free to put them in the comments. I'm willing to zoom in on anybody's area and try to figure out, you know, what the situation and what you need to be thinking about going forward. So let's get an update view. This is looking at Valle Vista, as you can see down here. Valle Vista is going to be all the way on the right here in this area. Let's look here. Make this big. Let me, hey, this is what we're going to do. We're going to do something else here. So we can get, I need to get some sort, I want to give you guys some sort of realistic understanding of what the fire behavior has been like for the past 6 hours. I'm going to have to refresh to do that. Click here, 6 hours. So this is going to be a 6-hour time lapse. This is looking at Valle Vista. It's going to take a while to load. So while that loads, we're going to stay over here. Any question? My son is a firefighter. He said to cover your gable vents with cardboard or wired mesh to prevent embers from getting in your attic. Yeah. Yep. That's one downfall of air conditioning, is that it circulates that air from the outside through your house. And yeah, if you don't cover those vents, it can make it into your attic. Can you go to the area in East Hemet between Columbia and Cornell? Area in East Hemet. Okay. So that'd be over here, East Hemet. Between Columbia and Cornell. Here's Columbia. Columbia Street you're talking about. Columbia, where's Cornell? And there's Cornell. So, and Acacia? There. Okay, so here's that area. So I'm here. So currently there is not an evacuation warning for this area. The experts have looked at the fire behavior and they have determined that so far, right here, this is not an evacuation warning. In fact, let me just double check here, just to make sure we have, sorry, I usually blow that off screen, but I'm kind of focused here. I want to see exactly, just to make sure that that is the most up-to-date information. So I'm not sure if they refresh it or not. So here's this, fair view, go to incident, and then evacuation orders, click here. Should leave, where is that map? Here it is. Okay, yes, nothing has changed. Problem. Anytime. And I'm willing to do that. You know, if anybody asks me questions, I'm willing to do that for anybody. You know, I want to try to give, you know, everybody that's dealing with this very confusing, you know, not a lot of people know a lot about fire. So when it happens nearby you, it can be very confusing and hard to understand. And I'm just I'm just here to help you understand a little bit better what's going on. Because not all these resources are easy to get to. You know, they try to get the word out the best they can. Everybody works together to do it. So, how long has it been burning for? It's burning for about 3 to 4 days. When it first started off, it started off pretty small. I think it grew to like 2,500 acres. At that time, it had burned 7 structures, and it had also, unfortunately, took 2 lives. And then that day, I think it peaked at around 4,000. The next day, it grew to 7,000, and then by the night, so I think it's been around, 3 to 4 days. And then that night, it grew to 19,000 acres. New advisory just dropped, and it will be moving into the Pacific compared to its original direction. Not good for the weekend. Winds, but not as much rain. Oh, that's not good. Hold on. We're going to have to look at that really quick. So I'm going to do a couple things over here. I have to go here, and we're going to... what's the best and fastest way to do this? If I just turn that off, yeah, this will be the fastest way. It's not going to fill out the whole screen, but it's definitely the fastest way to do this, which I need to check this out really quick. So we're going to go over, this is Radar Omega. It's a weather app. And we're going to use it to look at some models here on Hurricane K. And I'm going to dive deep, unless anybody's got any questions. Is there any threat to... Okay, there's a lot of stuff. My family is in the red zones. They have no internet or electricity. I'm up in Wyoming giving them text messages and phone call updates. So you're saying that are they still in the red zone, or are they evacuating? Is there any threat to East Hemet? I've looked at wildfire and firms, but can't really tie it down. The main threat, which I'm about to show here for East Hemet and most of the evacuation areas, and what they're trying to prepare for here, which I'll show you. Because this is what's ramping up over the next day. All the firefighters know this. Wait, not satellite. Models. Tropical. All the firefighters know what I'm about to show you. And they're preparing for this. So this right here is a low pressure system. This is a hurricane. And for reference, so make sure, so that's Tijuana up there. Let's zoom out. So Los Angeles is right in this area. So where that hand is where Hemet is. And so let's look at the precipitation here. That's way too fast. Sorry. Let's go to my device. No, my display settings. Animation speed. Slow, please. There we go. Okay, so here it is. And it looks like it's going to... Okay, I don't care about that far out. Alright, so it travels up. How much rain on the recent models? Still a decent amount of rain. But the question is, which is hard to be certain on, is whether that rain or wind makes it there first. Uh-oh. Mouse is not moving. Is my computer crashing? Are you kidding me? Okay. Something has happened. I need to exit out of Radar Omega ASAP. Oh, come on. Problems after problems. Pairing security options. What is going on? Is located. So fucking stupid. Can y'all see me? Is the stream still working? Mouse is not moving. Is the stream still working? Okay, I'm seeing the stream right now. So on my end, all my screens have gone dark. My mouse is not moving. Let me try unplugging and plugging back in my mouse. Maybe. Yeah, I'm pretty sure my computer has crashed. God, this is so annoying. First my power goes out, and then now it looks like my computer is in the process of crashing. I'm gonna type something in chat. You can hear me? Yeah, so my my computer's crashing. I just got a new one. I don't know what's going on. I'm gonna have to restart the computer, which means that my stream is most likely gonna go down. And I'll get it back up as soon as I can. And the best way to figure out is to subscribe and turn on the post notifications, I guess. I don't know. I'm going to make more tweets. But anyways, I'm going to restart my